Live on MLB Network, this is Game 3 of the League Championship Series. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
Well, when you start this series on the road, obviously you'd love to sweep the first two games, but coming out of there with a split is pretty solid too. Now they come home, they've taken back home field advantage, and we'll see if they can feed off this crowd and take control of this series.
All right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Zach Wheeler's a quality pitcher. Three-pitch mix guy. Fastball 93 to 96. Good hard slider and a straight changeup. If he brings all three of them with him to the ballpark, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for the Dodgers, the center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Pitch of the at-bat on its way. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0.
First pitch, 7:07.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game?
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit, leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Here's Corey Seager. He looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. His career line against Wheeler, he's totaled 4 hits in 17 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. From the belt, the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Slider laid off for a ball. Wheeler has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Line drive that's going to be caught out there. It's short, and that's allowed out number 1.
The right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Into the box now, Cody Bellinger. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Throw over to the bag. He'll get back in safely. And again a throw. He'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just fouled into the second deck. Now the 2-1 pitch. Pitch inside the throw. Not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Betts leads off second with one gun in the inning. Fouled off. Set. Here's the 3-2. And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
From the belt, the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Runners are at first and second with one away. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Hot shot down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. As he arrives at second without a play as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Definitely a solid way to start the game offensively. It always feels great to jump out to a 1-0 lead in the first inning, but now they've got a chance to really set the tone. 2 more runners in scoring position that they obviously don't want to leave out there.
And the pitch. Hit in the air to shallow center. Withenshaw has it, and I'd be surprised if they send a runner. But the throw will be well up the line as he scores easily.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Coming, here it is.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground. Mccutchen or just Moose for short. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name. Kids are buying his jerseys.
Open stance by Mccutchen, and now the pitch. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Phillies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Alex Wood gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Well, Matt, if Alex don't light your fire, you're working with wet wood. This is one of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Sneaky, quick, funky arm angle, 92 to 94, good curveball. One of the more underappreciated quality lefties in the game of baseball.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. They lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Wind up and the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a pitch right there you've got to just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. If you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Still 1-2. The pitch. Another one sent foul. The 1-2. Line towards center field. He gets down and he's got himself a base hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off. And here's Jose Peraza as he will take a look at a fastball in there. As that strike zone expands just a little, it's 0-1. From the stretch. A runner at first with no outs here. Good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
That was a classic two-hole hitter move right there, giving his boy a chance to steal a bag. Gotta be honest, in today's game, you don't see too many guys take that pitch.
This one's down to third. Fielded by Mccutchen. The second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Batting third, the center fielder, Withenshaw.
Stepping into the box, Mark Withenshaw. Trying to get him started again following the double play. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he falls behind, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. breaking ball below the zone. That's ball one.
This is the fun guy to watch when he's out there, really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Started the chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball two. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count. He just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Phillies go down quietly there. They trail it here 2-0. Now batting, Daniel Vogelbach. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
The 1-0. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Withenshaw is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Batting it, the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And now pitch on the way. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one. And it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Fouled off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
A swing and a miss. He struck him out. And it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that left-handed pitcher who bats right, Alex Wood, will hit next. Now the pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Oh,
that's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
got to take your hat off to the pitcher right here. He's throwing a little pesky at bat at him right here. Could have easily just took 3 pitches and walked back to the dugout.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. But they're on top 2-0. The veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. Fouled away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
At the plate now, Justin Turner. As he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Turner is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself, he knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Ready on 1 and 2.
2-2 count.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's another 2-2.
I got 3 and 2.
On deck, there's Andrew Mccutchen. He'll hit next. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And it's fouled away. Another payoff pitch. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, talk about making your pitcher work. 8-pitch at bat finally leads off to a base hit. I got feelings that after the 7th pitch, you start getting calls. You could have thrown a rosin bag and he would have took it. So hats off to him, not only battling for 8 pitches, but getting on the calls.
Here it comes. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Oh, 2-0 now. 3-0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
And misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away. So 2 men are on with 1 man out. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. First and second now, 1 man out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Pitched off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch.
2-2. It's looked at and the count moves full. Ryan O'Keefe, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Standing in, Ryan O'Keefe, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off the offensively and just focus on being productive.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some time, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Into the box, Zach Wheeler. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He looks to do some early damage with the bases loaded. Both the tying and go-ahead runs aboard. Comes set, the 0-1.
His pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Now a swing and he gets him to pop it up. And this will land foul. Ready with the 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw on to first is In time, the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Ready, here's the first offering. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder. The 2-0 on the way. A swing and a miss, strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here now the 2-2. It's laid off, and the count runs full.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Withenshaw, patrolling center, makes the play, 1 out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Next at the plate will be Corey Seager. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. 2-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 is the count to the Dodgers shortstop. Cody Bellinger is on deck. 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. Second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Man, the pitcher's worrying how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cody Bellinger. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. 50th pitch of the game on its way. It pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fouled off. Here comes Wheeler's 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
He started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Full count still. Try it again, 3-2. And it goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. He will haul this in on the run. He had to go back to the warning track to do it. And there are 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, JT Realmuto. He hit a sac fly earlier. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
This guy's having a big series, good season. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. Popped him up. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Phillies nothing. Now in the box, Segura. And they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a...
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Bellinger looking up. And that one is gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now. Jose Peraza is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0. Base is empty here with nobody out. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Softly hit toward the hole. Throw on the first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Good pitch right here to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Mark Withenshaw. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down
to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Strike taken to throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, when the stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there.
Inside,
in. It's a ball and a strike. Runner at second here with one man out. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good at bat here. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Man at second here with 2 away, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. Wood sets. Here's the first pitch. Down the third baseline. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came out to factor into that one. Well, when you've got a guy with speed like that, he's going from second to third on a base hit just about every time. The top speed here on show track is about as fast as you'll ever see, and he ended up making that play not even close. Here's Andrew Mccutchen now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. One and one to Andrew Mccutchen.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1. And this is low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4, and as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
Oh, that's 6 out.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
2 down, runners at first and second. That evens it up, 1-1. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
I wouldn't be surprised if he uses aggressiveness against him right here. If you're going to get a swing outside the zone 1-1, might as well fish a little bit further.
The 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
You got a full count. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Dan Vogelbach is next. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Number 23, Daniel Vogelbach.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a off fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Split-fingered fastball there inside, 2-0.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
3-0 pitch. Led off, but in there for strike 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Segura fields it cleanly. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
At the plate, Kike Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0.
Ball that side.
In the dirt. It's 3-0 now.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with a bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
The pitcher, number 40, Alex
Chris Taylor will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and one gone in the inning.
Chris Taylor.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Here he comes. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
The count is 1-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes from Zach Wheeler. Seared down the first baseline.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit the complete. You see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Here's Mookie Betts as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home. Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey guys, that's a well-executed slider down the way right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
Here's Corey Seager as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a hard liner towards short. That's in there, base hit. Hernandez rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily as they push their lead to 3 now. Throw to second, and he's out. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Phillies 2. Caleb Ferguson, southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 64, Caleb Ferguson.
And now, Ryan O'Keefe. The changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here it comes. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single.
Pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in his zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Scott Kingery come on the pinch hit now with the runner at first and nobody out. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Kingery, the native of Arizona, is in his 3rd season as a major league player. A 1-0 home. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base. That's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Gene Segura standing in, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through for a hit. Bellinger fields cleanly. And that run will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated as you're walking on the ball.
That's tough when you make the call and pitch and the guy shoots one to the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 0-1 delivery. Now a ground ball for Mccutchen. This might be 2. The tag gets 1 on the first, but it's too late. The first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bat. Riding in once again, Mark Withenshaw. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. 1-0. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Hey, this dude's clearly capable of clearing the bases with 1 swing. So I think the approach to this guy is trying to keep the ball off the plate. See if they can get him to chase something.
Now the 1-0.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit to third. Mccutchen is there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple, and the deficit remains 5-2. Francisco Liriano is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 49, Francisco.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger.
Leading off the top, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Off the plate.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
That's inside. 2-0. 3-0
Outside, that's the
now.
ball.
Jock Peterson waits on deck. Here's the 3-0.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 3-1. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Harper. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Hey, this was just one of those games that just weren't meant to be when you add it all up. Had a rough time, only lasted 4 innings. Just wasn't able to give them the kind of performance they were looking for going into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Jock Peterson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Five runs, 6 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. This is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto. Lifted into center field. Withenshaw is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Dodgers down in order, and it remains 5-2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that will bring up Bryce Harper. First offering on its way.
0-1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Betts has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Turner.
Ready now, Justin Turner. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew Mccutchen. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
No, inside.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
In the dirt here, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Down low, and the clock thickens here, 3-0. Rhys Hoskins waits on deck. And my gracious, that really drilled him as it rolls toward the first baseline. No chance to make a play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which would be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Betts has a read on it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the run is in to score from third.
Great job there by this outfielder. Known for driving the ball on the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Digging in and looking for more, Mccutchen. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike.
You like the modern style of baseball, here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. It's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Fouls this one off. And another foul ball. Flare out toward right center. In comes Bellinger. He can't get there as it falls in. And that runner will go no further than second if there are two aboard now. Rhys Dickerson. Miller now is a pinch hitter, so that will spell him in for Francisco Liriano. Misses inside 1-0. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth. Now the 1-0. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Two men are on with two men out. And he missed again, high and away this time, 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
This pitch is popped up. Mccutchen. Foul ground. Trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Dodgers out in front, 5-3. Mike Morin takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 28, Mike
New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the third baseman, Mike Mccutchen. Open stance by Mccutchen, and now the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off.
Morin was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Even 1-1 count to Mccutchen. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. The 1-1 home.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
At the plate, Daniel Vogelbach hit sharply on the ground, but that finds its way through for a base hit. Brown first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Standing in now, Kike Hernandez. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. Pitch. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Morin, 28 years old. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
1 out and a runner on second base. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Good battle. Count remains full. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
There's a full base hit here. You have to pull there, people, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there. Respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buggy, but that's the way the game's played.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. He's in there for strike one. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Runners are at first and third, one away. Fouled away. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. There's a fastball well off the plate inside.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Fouled off. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Ground ball to second. This could be two. Segura for one. Relay to first in time. Just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We'll have more of Game 3 after this message. Bottom of the sixth inning on its way. First, here's Heidi Watney.
Now I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the sixth inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard,
Now
guys.
pitching for Los
Thank you, Heidi. Pedro
Number
Baez
52.
enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth. Gene Segura will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the third inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And this is going to be his fourth hit of the game, as this should wind up as extra bases. The relay, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
It's rare to hit a triple, but he's knocking on the door of history right now. In addition to that three-bagger, which is the hardest one to get, he already has a home run and a single, so if he gets a double next time up, he's going to have a cycle.
Into the box now, Jose Peraza, as the first pitch misses tying inside for ball one. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0. He's taken strike one. Baez, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line hard. Foul. a 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. That's on the run. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Safe on a close play at the plate, and it's off to one now. 5-4.
Great job of offensive execution there. Lead-off triple, and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Into the box, Mark Withenshaw. He's set and the pitch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only one run scored.
One out, nobody on. .97 that time as this is fouled away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Hit hard on the ground to short, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
So here's the cleanup hit. Bryce Harper, 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First things first, here's a throw over, and he's back easily. Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And yet another throw over, and fans don't like this at all. Once more, a throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1, no strikes.
Much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. Way outside. Nearly to the backstop. 2-1. The stretch.
Ball 3. I got 3 more.
Justin Turner will be next. Set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away. Ready once again, Justin Turner. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Swinging a ground ball to third. But that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. First and second now, 1 man out. Pitch is popped up. Vogelback moving to his left. 2 down. Striding forward now, Andrew Mccutchen. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is in the air after straightaway center. Betts has a read on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. On to the 7th now in Game 3. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Phillies 4. Morgan Rodriguez is on to pitch for the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Mookie Betts. From the stretch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. Harper on the run. Won't get to it. This should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
At the plate now, Corey Seager. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mccutchen is under it. 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
A ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. This is in the air out to right field. Harper has a read on it, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And they'll go ahead and tack another to their lead as it's now a 6-4 ball game.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Peterson. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Here's the pitch. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Turner has got it, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Phillies 4. Dylan Floro gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
51. Dylan Floro.
For the 7th here, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a hoop and a glass? They could certainly use that right now.
Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Floro, California-born ball player. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
2-0 count. Here it comes.
Ball that count.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Swung on, missed 3-2.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Bounce it to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Ryan O'Keefe.
Now at the plate, Ryan O'Keefe. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no play.
slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Smoke toward the hole. Backhanded reach at first, but he can't drag it down.
Pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. He's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
A ball and no strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Two 2-0 the count to Jay Bruce.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0 pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Count remains 2-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Shoots this one over to first. There's one. Back to the pitcher, covering. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail it here 6-4. Victor and summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 54, Victor.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, JT Realmuto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
A great job pounding his zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, gotta get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Here comes the 0-1. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. 2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Changeup, called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call, 1 away. Time now for a starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. In now, Mike Moustakas, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
Bases are empty, one man out. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting his baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good on it.
To the plate now, Daniel Vogelback. Popped him up. Hoskins has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The batter number 50, second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Stepping up to the plate, Kike Hernandez. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Two out with a man at first. Hit hard on the ground to short. Segura has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One left for LA. They still lead at 6-4. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Blake Treinen come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Estrada is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now playing second.
Leading off the inning, Gene Segura. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Leading up for the Phillies,
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Count 1-0.
Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Boy, they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. Those don't come along every day. Digging in, Jose Peraza, who represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
And before a first pitch to the plate, a move to first, and he's back standing. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's good.
Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. Mccutchen in foul ground, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Whippenshaw.
Ready for another shot now. Mark Withenshaw. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First delivery to him on the way. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Fouled away. Runners on first with one down. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Just missed with the 2-2 count, and it runs full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Payoff pitch home. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. And Bryce Harper will dig into the plate as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Runner on first with 2 away. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Phillies strand 1. Score remains steady at 6-4. Off the top of the 9th, Estrada had to look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Set. Here comes the 1-1.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And this will be off the wall out near the 3:30 marker. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
In now, Mccutchen, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. hit out towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey Seager.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Corey Seager, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around it. From the belt, the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. The man at third with one away. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here now the 2-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Segura gets down on the ground. Great play. Got him.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So a runner at third, 2 men are out, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. The set and the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Men on third with 2 down. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Scooped up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. LA's on top, 6-4. Kenley Jansen takes the ball now at inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 74, Kenley Jansen.
So stepping in, Justin Turner, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Jansen has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career. An ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. Here's the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2. Jansen, a 32-year-old veteran. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pinch.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Classic slider down and away from the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of the pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when the rim protector.
At the plate, Andrew Mccutchen. He'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 0-1. And he popped him up. Coming in is Peterson, but this will land untouched. The 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this was going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Now to the plate, something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Jansen's ready. First pitch on the way. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there. Ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Philly down to their last strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Two-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
Our lead. Time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. There's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Los Angeles Dodgers have taken a 2-1 series lead. Caleb Ferguson takes home the win. Zach Wheeler was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base.